Hello. It is, oh, by the way, public service announcement right out of the gate this time. If this video, or if there's no specific purpose for you to watch this video, it is going to be a waste of your time. So unless you have a very specific purpose, please don't waste your time. I would feel very bad about that. Okay, it is April 17th. 17th, Wednesday, 2019. This is part of the warm-up. L-shaped chin-ups. I wonder if I got the frame right. Oh, doesn't matter. The production value on this is so small. All right, get in the L shape and do 3 of these. Then the second half of this is eccentric falling motion. Eccentric meaning just that. So we get up and we go down. And we go up and then we go, yeah, slowly is better. And the rocking motion's kind of fun. I guess I like to swing as a little kid. So, doing that now. Oh, by the way, that's a count of, gonna do 4 of these. That last bit in the end feels real weird. All right, that's too much light. All right, second part of the warm-up. Yeah, now I've incorporated those chin-ups into the warm-up. I think that's kind of interesting. All right. Okay. Yeah, that's a weird angle, but fun nonetheless. Why not? No one can ever accuse me of being a clean freak. 13 push-ups with a trusty, rusty, made out of plasticky, but it's still pretty good. Push-up rotating things, although I don't really rotate them, so I guess I don't use them to their full value. Then there's just going to be squats. Let's see what else. Then there's going to be bends. And that's all the warm-up is. Today is lower body. I did some stretching before, but gonna feel a little bit now. Let's get into this. Try to continually make my back straighter and straighter on this. And maybe this is a bad angle for me to double check to see if I had a straight back. Anyway, so it feels kind of straight. It feels like I'm bending in a little bit. That's up, that's in too much. Anyway, we'll go with this. That feels right. All right, now squats. Oh man. Cool thing about that is I managed to keep my heels on the ground every single time. When I first started doing these, my heels would come up. So it would be like that. And then now I'm able to keep my heels down the whole time. I think that makes a difference. I'm not really sure. And the last thing is just 6 bends. So I bend, try to straighten my legs, keep my knees kind of straight. Farther I go down, more likely they'll try to bend a little bit to ease the tension. Call that 1. I think that's 6. Who knows? Well, the camera knows. And that's awesome. All right. No wasting light. All right. Electricity's expensive. All right. Okay. All right, these right here, I'm using a different tripod because the old tripod broke. I haven't fixed it since it broke yesterday. Yeah, I know, these workouts for me to stick to my methodology should be, how should I say, one day apart. So it'd be Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Unfortunately, I did Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Good news is Monday and Friday are upper body. Tuesday and Wednesday, today, lower body. So it works out nice. Got my script. Everything goes according to script. The exercise, one set of one exercise gets upped every week. And if it's the first set, then the next week, the second set gets upped. Every exercise has at least 2 sets. Today in lower, everything has 2 sets, and there's only 4 exercises. Maybe I should add more of that, or I think I'm going to do a little bonus workouts, just more calf stuff. My calves have been feeling weird last couple of years. Like, I used to have really strong calves, and now it's like I feel them a little bit more, but I also don't run as much as I used to. So I think there's room to grow in that. And also I just have fear about leg extensions and all that, upping the weight too much. And well, I'll run through the the 4 exercises. Split squats, Romanian deadlift, leg extensions on the machine, and single leg calf raises. All right, fun for everybody. Started out with a breathing exercise. Gonna use this hand right here. Fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the count, 5, 6, 7. So tip, knuckle, knuckle, base, knuckle, knuckle, tip. Seven what I consider semi-deep breaths, a little bit too quick. Got the weight already set up for the correct amount of weight. First one's going to be 8 repetitions. Next one's going to be 10 repetitions. That's what I got written down, 8 and 10. The exercise after that's another 8 and 10. Exercise after that is 10, 12. And the exercise after that, 10, 12. All right, we're going to go right leg first. Just because I'm gonna use the lines in the tile, just kind of feel, yeah. All right, not gonna go past 90 degrees. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, gonna do left leg. I'm not going to up the weight on this until I can really hit close to that 90 degrees almost exactly. I'm cutting it a little bit short because it's a little easier. Maybe I'm listening out. Maybe I'm being pragmatic. I'm going to use a little bit of subjective reality magic and say being pragmatic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Next thing coming up, breathing exercise. And then downing the weight. Or I'll down the weight right now. Yeah, that's the way this stuff goes. The weight goes down. You get your blood pumping with the warm-up, as you saw. Then start out with the what seems to be the highest weighted exercise, and then just kind of scaling down for the most part. There's kind of an interesting flow to it I kind of like. Anyway, so breathing exercise. This time, I'm going to use fingertips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just to mess with myself, I'm going to start left leg first this time. Started right leg first last time because it just seems fun. 1, there's going to be a 10 set here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was goofy. That last one, I was a lot of bend on that one. And it was millimeters. Millimeters. I wonder if I'll be able to tell the difference on video. If I watch this again, I really should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Good news. Just so happens to be, I don't have to play around with the numbers on the weights on this one. How's that for efficiency for a little while? Until I up some of these exercises, I can flow from one to the next after a breathing exercise. Hopefully, I'm going to sit down for a second. Hopefully, I'm going to sit down for a second. Now, hopefully, I'm doing 90-second rests between these exercises. 90 seconds to 5 minutes. That's the goal. I think I might have shortcut that a little bit. So, it's amazing how much out of breath I am with this stuff. So, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, that's my opportunities for cardiovascular work, which 12 weeks from now, I'm going to try a Tabata. Right now, going through a 12-week cycle of breathing exercises. I'm not videotaping or anything, just pure breathing exercises, breathing and stretching. Fun thing is, you say something like, mentally in my head, I'm like, I want to get fit. And part of the reason was, I could talk about this at the end, but I might as well say the shortest version I can now. May 2018, knees felt weird for the first time in a long time, but it did feel weird the year previous, May 2017. I was like, okay, right knee is feeling weird. So I was like, talked to 2 people, and they both said, hey, they don't know each other. They're like, hey, you're a fat ass, you need to lose weight. That'll help out your knees. For every pound you lose, it's 9 pounds of pressure off your knees. And they said it much more gently than that. So, and I still got a lot of, not only do I need to get fit, I need to change my shape. Looking at those videos of myself, it's like, it's a stark real, I recommend it to anybody. Videotape yourself working out, even if you don't show the world like I accidentally did, or whatever. Got, I don't know. Somehow I'm doing this, and I do know why. I don't know why. Anyway, won't get into it. Let's just say normally I'm not the type of person to put myself out there too much. Although I should. I'm gonna hold on to the subjective belief that it might do some good. It's gonna do more good than harm, so I'm all about that. All right, so finish the story, change my shape. Literally, look at yourself on video working out or running or doing anything, and you'll see yourself in a different way. You'll be like, whoa. You'll see yourself a little bit closer to how the rest of the world sees you. And it's weird. You think mirrors in real time would do it, but no, that little bit of difference in time. That's how I noticed when I thought I started doing these workouts in September. Oh yeah, numbers game, weight. From May to September, I lost 5 pounds. I was at 235, went to 230. Eating fake chicken and broccoli. And not much working out. Then decided to stack a whole bunch of different fitness ideas and nutrition ideas and sleeping ideas and stack all these things together, and some of them work. This is part of the fitness idea, the strength workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday, getting videotaped, and it is a great source of accountability. So I am going to put more accountability on myself on there, because it's also a set of consistency, because consistency is way more, I'm probably going over the 5 minutes here, but consistency is way more better for intensity, because to really get where I want and get there, I think in a healthy way, it's going to take about 2 years. If I'm correct. My hypothesis is, and it's only experimental value of, I am the test group, that within these 2 years, evidence on video, every single strength workout, except for the first 6 months pretty much, well, no, whatever. But yeah, and some of those I was doing half-ass. I got videos of those that I'm not even showing, and I think I deleted them. Yeah, not showing them because I'm not embarrassed, I'm just not showing them because I screwed up the video. But, and I had no intention of putting it on YouTube like these. These are a higher level of accountability, and the accountability says I passed 5 minutes. So we're gonna do deadlift. I'm gonna continue this. Romanian deadlift. Very important tip on this. First I'm gonna breathe. For this time it's just gonna be 3 breaths. Then you get rambling after this. Set of 8. Butt is backwards. That's the important thing on this. Butt goes a little bit backwards. 2, 3. More backwards it goes, the better it feels. 4, 5, as I miscount. 6, 7, 8. Okay. Maybe I'm going to up the weight on that exercise. That felt a little too good. Or the rest was really good. That nice long rest in there felt real good. All right, back to the numbers. 235 to 230. Knees felt a little bit better. Knees going okay, but the results are not there. Research away. Go crazy with the research. Hours and hours of reading and videos and all sorts of things, and came up with a plan, stacking things that I think work, even if they're placebo effects. Let's say a placebo effect works 13% of the time or 33% of the time, or depending upon where you look up the facts. Well, let's say that happens. Stack a whole bunch of them, even if a few of them are placebos, things are happening. I have noticed a change because I went from 235 to 200. Or yeah, 230 to 200 September to now. Sometimes I get as low as, today I was 196.6. Got a brand new scale, so thank you. Well, thanks, yeah. I'm thinking somebody's never going to watch these videos, but anyway, yeah. So sometimes 295. So that's or 195. That's like 40 difference sometimes, 40-pound difference. My goal is to get to 180. According to my brand new scale, which I think shoots electricity into me to measure my body fat percentage. I got to read a little bit more about that. But anyway, I'm at 23.5% body fat right now. It seems to stay pretty consistently there. So according to that, to get down to what I would consider, I think my goal is, well, my real goal, and this is just pure vanity, is I want to be able to hold myself from a chin-up bar with one arm and just totally muscle myself up there. No momentum, just slow and be able to do it with both arms, like one then the other. And I think 180 will probably be able to do that. But I also like the idea of having 13% body fat. And if my numbers are right, which they could totally be wrong, that'll be around the 174 range in poundage. So 174 pounds is my new goal. And I guess my diet should adjust a little bit to that. 180, 174 is not a huge diet adjustment. If I wanted to get to like fitness model, I guess where I should be is somewhere in the 150 something, 155 realm, 154, 153, I don't know. Somewhere in there, that'll get me to like 5% body fat, probably, who knows. I think as I'm doing this, muscle's gonna develop, and so there'll be a shift in density. So maybe it's not so much poundage. I don't know. It's going to be a process, in other words. So 2 years to get to 13% body fat. And like once I get to 180, obviously, if I get to 180 before these 2 years, which I fully expect to, but what I expect to do from there is change things. Well, I guess my new goal is 174, but if I can do that one arm, but hover around that weight and just keep building muscle in my back and different places until I can do that one arm chin up without wrecking myself and without using momentum. Because it just seems it's been something that's been out of my reach for years. When I've needed it, I had to use momentum, and that's scary. So knowing you have the power to really, pick yourself up is really cool. I don't know. Maybe it's only cool to me, but hey, it makes me happy. And I'm the one doing the work, so it's something that gets me motivated. And the good news is, hopefully my shape will change. Hopefully my aesthetics will change. I would love to get rid of the gut. The trusty rusty Buddha belly it'd be nice to see that gone. Maybe get myself in techno Viking shape, but anyway. All right, Woolgap done. That was the synopsis of probably what I was going to say at the end of the video, but did not want to, just wanted to get it out of my head, in other words. So thank you for listening or fast forwarding or whatever you were doing. Oh, I didn't even change the numbers on this. This is going to be set at 10. I'm going to do the same thing with the 3 breaths because I was talking a lot. I'm going to be horrified if this was over 5 minutes, but it was worth it. I got all that stuff out of my head. I'm going to do a frontwards thing. No, I'm going to do sideways. I need to be able to see how far my butt goes back. It should go back only like 2 to 3 inches, but it feels like it's going back farther. That's kind of the fun thing there. 4, 5. I'm gonna go a little deeper. 6. Oh yeah, there is something going on. 7, 8, 9, 10. Increase that extension. Really, really turned up the sensitivity in that exercise. Wow. That is it with the dumbbells. Done with the dumbbells. Oh, by the way, I am not a professional, and everybody that I see that is a professional recommended Romanian deadlifts with a curl bar or a big bar, a big flat bench bar. I'm not doing that. I like my dumbbells. My dumbbells, what was it, Henry Rollins says you can always depend upon your weights or something like that. Totally paraphrasing. All right, leg extensions next. All this does not take place in here. I'm going to take my happy guide, the script that I'm following, and we are going to do this right. We are going to make this happen. We are going way too long. 26 minutes, my God. The lower body workout always seems to be a bit faster than the uppers, and it's only one exercise less. That just tells you how much wool gathering I'm doing in this stuff. All right. I like you, new tripod. Okay. All right, sets of 10 to 12. I'm going to put a little light on the subject here with my 100 lumens lantern. $2. $1 for the lantern, $1 for the batteries. $2. $2 American dollars. Amazing. All I can say is that is so awesome. Here's my stock tip: invest in Dollar Tree, because unlike any other store with dollar in the name, their stuff is actually $1. Everything or less. In Canada, they have something called Dollarama. You go into Dollarama, it's multiple dollars. Still a good place if you're in Canada. But go into Family Dollar, which I think is owned by Dollar Tree. Not everything in there is $1. I think there was a store that was called Everything $1, and everything was $1 in there. Dollar General. Hey, there's some $10 items in Dollar General. What is going on? Dollar Tree. That's the future right there. Dollar Tree. And in all fairness, I think I own a stock or two of that. So I am blatantly self-promoting here for all one person or two people that are going to watch this, and they're going to invest in it, and I'll be like, thank you. All right. Wonder how that feels. Ooh, that's interesting. All right, but I don't want to cheat, so keeping my hands pretty much out here. Gonna do this. It's gonna be a set of 10. Gonna point the toes. Supposedly that activates the muscles more. That's supposedly 4. This is 5. This is 6. And this is 7. And this is 8. This is 9. And this is 10. I don't know if those were really full extensions. Oh my goodness, I feel that. Bad on me, I didn't do a breath exercise before this exercise. Doing one now. You're going to adjust the weight. Oh, by the way, I did the prep work before turning on the video, which meant set up my dumbbells for the initial setting and set up this machine for its initial setting. Let's look at the frame on that. Let's see how that looks. Good enough to get it done. We're going to turn a little bit. No, that's fine. I'm happy with that. It's not Cinema Paradiso. Dude in his garage on a journey to make himself feel good. That's all it is. Set of 12, 10 then 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, feeling it now. 9. Oh my goodness, is he gonna make it? 10. Take a half-second break. A little bit of tension loss, I know, but I was gonna fail on 11. Not gonna fail on 12. Hold it just to beat myself up with that break I took. Oh goodness. I hope that's good. Most important thing about this is there's no injury days. No. If I do this right, no injuries, no pushing it too far, really trying to feel my body, really trying to get that any feelings going in before I do something damaging. Anyway. All right. So the way I do this is calf raises. This will be single leg calf raises. Oh yeah, this is awful lighting. That's no better. All right, maybe that's spooky. All right. I forgot to add 5 pounds to this, so that's what's happening here. It's just a dumbbell with an atrocious amount of weight on it. It doesn't have a pair that matches it in weight, because these 2 dumbbells specifically I'm using only for calf raises. I got other dumbbells laying around. They can be used for other things, but I don't do a lot of dumbbell stuff in the garage. I like my dumbbell sets. How many dumbbells do I got in the house? 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of dumbbells in the house. 2 of them are adjustable. One's a 20, one's a 10. And I have the wrist weights for like 5. And I think there's one, but I only have one of the wrist weights. It's 2.5. Which is kind of sad because I could really use 2 of them in that matching 2.5 range. Because there are some exercises I feel later on that I'm gonna just need to up only like 2.5. I think I'll be getting near threshold, so I'll still be able to say, yeah, I went up, but you know, right now my maximum and my minimum for going up is 5 pounds. That's why I put another 5-pound weight on this. I can switch that out with the 10, but it's already on there. So yeah, this has enough weight for my single leg calf raises. This is a kind of stable platform, but I don't think I go down as much as I could. So that's not too bad. Set of 10, 4, 5, 6. See, it starts tipping right there. 7, 8, and I start slipping. 9, 10. Yeah, don't want to slip too hard. That's why I don't go down all the way. Go down to where it feels kind of a little bit precarious, but I can still control my fall if I have to fall or step. Whoa, definitely feeling that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there is that. Grab the dumbbell. Woohoo! Gonna do the same thing here. Starting out right and going to the left. 4, 5, set of 12, 6, 7, 8. See, I had to step down. 9, 10, 11. Almost had to step down there. 12. And because there's too many steps, 13. Oh yeah, no breathing exercise on this one. Because I am not following my guidelines. Maybe I was in a hurry because I took too many breaks. I don't know. 2, 3. This is real 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, come on now. 13. I'm not going to go full range. Now, I did a video on this. Parking blocks. You can really get the full down and the full up out of certain types of parking blocks. If it's flat on top, then it's sloped on either side, 33% flat, 33% sloped, 33% sloped the other way, and you have something to kind of stabilize yourself on. Oh my goodness. For double leg calf raises, those seem to be my favorite. Also, the edge of my bathtub for double leg calf raises, because I could brace off the wall. I have to duck down, but if I could stand straight up, it would be totally perfect. Well, put this in proper darkness. I'm gonna leave that there. That's a cool spot for that. All right, now's the talking time. We're done. That's it. That's all my workout was. That is 36 minutes of goodness right there. And the surprise, in 12 weeks from now, or maybe 13 weeks, or however long it takes me to really give that breathing training a good test, I'll switch to Tabata. And if anybody out there gets in contact with me, I know at least one of you, that probably is the most crucial person for this, you will never comment on a YouTube video. So, you specifically get in contact with me about if you want the Tabata sessions. Because I know I would videotape my journey. I don't videotape my mini workouts, but to give you an example, just randomly throughout the day I do mini workouts. It might be the parking block thing, but it's just like 1 or 2 sets of something. And it's like chin-ups. I'll just do a set of chin-ups, or I'll do the L-shaped ones with the 3 and then the 4 like I did. That's becoming a warm-up now, but yeah, that happens that happens once a day. I won't say at least once a day, because unless I'm trying to get see how many days it takes me to do 100 chin-ups, yeah, I'm not doing more than one of those a day. But 7 days a week on that one. But that's because it's so minimal. And part of my hypothesis on that is that it is all about what my body can recover with. I am using creatine, but I'm not using anything else to help me recover. I don't drink, I don't do drugs. I'm not going to mess around with steroids. So I know the recovery time. I've tried before to work out 7 days a week on just weight training. That doesn't jive with my lifestyle. The most I could hold that for is a couple months. This is a 2-year process, and I gotta hold this down. Yeah, I've been screwing up. I've screwed up. I got sick for a week. In December? No. Was it December I got really sick? Yeah, in December. Oh my goodness. But yeah, a couple weeks ago, since videotaping, and I think it's only been 6 weeks worth of videotaping, and not all those videos are available. Sorry, delete button. Let's see here. So this is the time at the end of the workout where I'm just talking here. And if you're one of those people that I said, hey, don't watch this video, but you decided, hey, let's see what this guy does. Oh, I can do that. Yes, you can. Hopefully this is something almost anyone can do. Yeah, and consistently. I believe with proper motivation or whatever. I don't know what the secret is, but for whatever reason, I think I can pull this off for 2 years, and without a shadow of a doubt. And of course, you're saying, yeah, it's freaking easy. But here's the thing: I think it'll yield real results. I think the rest period of 1 day rest, 1 day rest, 2 days rest is going to work out really well. And that's just resting the muscles. I think a little bit of muscle activation every day, because you don't want to be absolutely sedentary, not moving for a whole day, like never getting out of bed for a day. Although I have done that. I have skipped out on some sleep and just cashed in on sleep on the weekends. Fortunately, I'm not working 7 days a week, so anyway, or well, whatever. There was some place I was going with all this to go full circle, and the full circle thing is the belief, like, you think you could be hardcore, like writing out a hardcore plan. It feels great. I've done it too many times in my life. I've written out something really hardcore, really intense, and just like, this is going to change who I am. Da, 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 da. I'm going to do 3 hours of study every day on this and 3 hours of study every day on that. And then I'm going to, go to school, and I'm going to work these hours here and work these hours here. And I'm going to get exactly 7.5 hours for sleep if I do that right. And my alarm's going to be perfectly on time. I'm going to have multiple alarms to make sure. Got a last minute alarm. I could get up and work out. Writing the plan is a lot of the fun. Showing up for the first week or two, that's a lot of the fun. It diminishes vastly. My motivations for this is, I think I can do it. And yeah, not to go back on the whole cat thing, but yeah, she was my little helper as far as motivating. And she was filled with energy and all that kind of stuff. So, but now it's just me here. And besides anybody asking me to videotape in this, I got no external motivations. It's just me. Maybe that's me making excuses for the bar being so low. But this bar, pretty low. I'll be able to hurdle over it. I'll be able to get this done. But it's also the idea of doing just 3 strength workouts a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, over the course of 2 years. If you're willing to up just one exercise, or just one set of one exercise, if you're willing to up it every week on whatever you feel strong with, you will win in 2 years. If you're willing to put 2 years on something that you know you can do, you know you can commit to for 2 years, you will win. And that's me talking to me. And it's just like, if you can't pull this off, if you can't stay consistent with this, it's not about your intensity. And I'm saying to myself, this is me talking to me. Don't apologize for your intensity. Apologize for your lack of intensity in 2 years, when you're in the shape that you want to be in, and you can do those one-armed chin-ups without even thinking too much about it. Then talk to past me about intensity. So that was just a weird moment of me talking to myself. Hoping for future me to be watching this and being like, yeah, you're right. You got there. You got here. And yeah, I was able to do that. Anyway, so what I was going with the Tabata idea is, 13, 12 weeks from now, somewhere in that range, might be videotaping Tabata. So I want someone very specific to give me a communication saying, yes, I want you to videotape those Tabata things because I think that'll be useful, because I want to see your journey, and for my own documentation reasons. And or no, that's too much information. I don't have time to sift through it all. It really won't be useful, because Tabata, as far as I understand, is cardio only, and I'm more interested in the strength training thing. Anyway, so
And yeah, I'm not gonna document even if you were interested in like cardio training, if I'm swimming, all right, maybe swimming I could videotape, but like, cause pool by myself, but like out in the world, if I'm going for a run or something, or a jog or a walk or whatever it is, combination of all three, I guess. I'm not videotaping that. Just viscerally feels wrong. I don't know why. I don't know why I have that gut reaction not to, but anyway, so those are the musings about this stuff. Goals are being said. For a video channel on YouTube says Yorm explains absolutely nothing. I'm doing a lot of explaining. Maybe there's something esoteric there. Maybe because all life is meaningless. And therefore, I'm explaining about something that's within the realm of life, and therefore there's the meaninglessness in that. So by explaining something, I'm explaining absolutely nothing. Because of all the premise, everything is meaningless. Do I believe that? Absolutely not. Do I have any real evidence of the fact? No. Subjective reality, man. I'm buying my own bullshit. I know it might be bullshit. But hey, if reading horoscopes made me a better human being, I would read horoscopes. I don't read horoscopes. But here's an off tangent. Wouldn't it be amazing if horoscopes were not 100% bullshit? No, I won't say that. I just said that for comedic effect. What I'm saying is, wouldn't it be amazing if they were 100% right? Like you open up the horoscope in your paper one day or wherever, they're online now, or they're probably in both places. I have no idea. I got introduced to those things when I was a little kid. Anyway, wouldn't it be amazing if like your name was there and your sign was there and like, oh, to this person, this sign, da 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 da, and it gives you a description of you, and then like, hey, when you're driving on the street you usually drive at the time you usually drive it, go about 5 miles slower. There's going to be an accident ahead of you, and you would get caught up in that accident. We don't want you to get caught up in that accident. Thank you. But that would be printed in a paper or be put up online. I guess online it can be individually tailored to everybody, and there's ways of doing that, I'm guessing. But like if it was printed in the paper, and just be like, hey, everybody else who reads it, and for that is your sign, 1/12 of the reading population for that horoscope would be gypped. So then the horoscope writer would have to, write some more horoscopes specifically for other people, but it would get too long, and the editor's saying, oh, you can't write specific horoscopes for 20 or 30 people, so we're going to condense it down and just give general advice to everybody in there. Be careful. The horoscope writer, that's 100% accurate, but because of the medium of exchange can only throw it out to a general audience, and then since they know their horoscopes and stuff, they predict like the best thing they could say that would affect the most people, and that could be a bizarre that's the only explanation I could think of that would make it, even like looking at it now and being like, okay, if it's 100% viable and went through all those permutations, like, yeah. Because I try to examine both sides of an issue, just as an intellectual exercise. Like, I think something's viscerally bad, but why? And then ask myself and like, hey, can you figure out a reason why this is not crap? Anyway, so that's my intellectual exercise for that. But damn it, if I hear anybody use the explanation I just came up with, because I've never heard it anywhere before, but then again, I live underneath a rock. In other words, I don't go out much. If I hear anybody like try to use that as like a viable defense of astrology, whoa. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Hopefully, I would choose to feel, hey, somebody else thinks like I do. Or, hey, they used that premise and they're using it actually to sell whatever it is they're selling. Okay. That went on an interesting tangent. thank you for listening if you listened to all that. And thank future me to be laughing at what I once was. Like, wow. I'm glad I was him back then, and I'm glad I'm not him now. I don't know. Whew. That actually came out a little too harsh. All right. Later it shall be.